Hey Home Base Nation, my name is Chris Manzano. I'm the athletic trainer and one of the strength and conditioning specialists here at Home Base. Today, I've got another bodyweight high intensity interval training session for you. All you're going to need is a towel, some water, and some music if you got it. We're going to go through a few stretches. We'll start with some basic stretches and we'll get into a little bit of a dynamic warm-up, and then we'll get into 2 timed circuits, and then we'll end with a 4-minute Tabata core session. And then we'll do some cool down stretches at the end. So let's get started. So our first stretch, we're going to start with just a low squat hold. So from a standing position, you're just going to get into a deep squat as best as you can. And we're just going to hold this. You can rest your elbows on your knees. We're going to hold this for about 20 seconds. So we're in this position, just holding that stretch, feeling that stretch in our low back, our butt, our quads, our knees, our calves. Another 10 seconds. Breathe in this stretch. Every exhale, go ahead, let that body relax into this stretch. Now we're staying in this position, we're gonna move, shift to one side and stretch that calf on the other side. So a little bit more of your body weight onto one side. Hold that for 10 seconds. You should feel it in your calf, down into your heel. Breathing normally as much as possible. A few more seconds. And we're going to go ahead and switch sides. Try to maintain your heel contact with the ground. Feeling that stretch in that calf on the other side. Most of that weight is on this side now. Another few seconds. Good, and relax. From here, you're just going to get onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a little bit of child's pose. So our butts are on our heels, or as much as possible. You're just going to walk your hands out. Bring that chest to the floor. Take a few deep breaths in this position. We'll hold it for about 20 seconds. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that chest a little bit closer to the floor. Feeling this in your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, your low back, your upper back. Exhale. Good. We're going to come up into a tabletop position, or on our hands and knees, or what we call a quadruped position. And from here, we're just going to do a few thoracic spine rotations. So you're going to take one hand, put it on top of your head, on the back of your head. Take that elbow, try to touch your other elbow, and reach that elbow up to the ceiling. And let's just do 3 to 5 on each side. So everything's controlled, squeezing shoulder blades when you come up, relaxing them when you come down. Keeping that other arm straight. And looking up towards the ceiling when you move up. Last one on this side. Good. Switch sides when you're ready. Same thing, hand on the back of your head. Elbow to elbow. Looking up at the ceiling, elbow pointed towards the ceiling. And everything's controlled. We're not flinging our arms and our back up and down. We want everything controlled. Every movement is thought of. Last one on this side. Good. All right, so that was 5 on that side. So we're gonna get into a little bit of a dynamic stretch now. We're gonna start with the world's greatest stretch. So from a standing position, you're gonna take one long big lunge. You're gonna take your hands, you're gonna put it on the inside of that forward foot. Drop your hips a little bit, but your hips are still squared to the front. And we're gonna alternate reaching our hands. So start with the hand that's closest to your foot. Reach it up towards the ceiling. Come back down. Other hand, other way. Up, down. Other hand up. Now we're just going to go back and forth until we get 3 on each side. So that was 2. Third on the right side. And third on the left side. Good. Step back up. Come back. And now you're going to step with that other leg. Other leg's coming forward. Hands on the inside of that front foot. Hand that's closest to your foot. Reaching towards the ceiling. Opening up that chest. almost like those thoracic spines we just did. Alternating each side, 3 on each side. Dropping those hips, still keeping them squared. So 3rd time on this side, and 3rd time on this side. So come back up. Next, we're gonna get on our hands and knees again. We're gonna do some hip rockers. So your knees are a little bit wider than your hips. So if this would be hip width, this is wider. We're about shoulder width for our knees. We're gonna come down onto our hands into that tabletop position. And since our knees are a little bit wider, when we come back into that rocking position, we should feel it in our quads, our glutes, and a little bit on the inside of our legs, on our groin area. So down and then back up. If you need to, if you're not really feeling the stretch, open up those knees a little bit more and back. So we're gonna come back and forth. Let's do 5 times. That's 3, 4, 5. Good. Still in this position, we're gonna do another hip rocker. We're gonna do adductor hip rocker. So same thing. We're just gonna put one leg out straight on our hands and knees. Now we're coming back into that our butt close to our heels, and then back up. So you should really feel in your adductors now, the inside of your thigh. So back and then back up. We'll do 3 more times, so 5 total on this side. Just like everything else, everything's controlled. And 1 more. When you're ready, go ahead, switch sides. Dropping those hips onto our heels, one heel. 5 times, 1 more. After this, last one, up and down. Good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna stand up. Our last dynamic stretch, we're gonna do a plank to a down dog. We're gonna do 5 of these. So you're gonna get into a high plank or a push-up position. Feet are slightly wider than normal. And we're just gonna bring our butts up, bring our heads in between our arms, and then back down into that high plank or push-up position. We're just gonna do that 5 times. We're coming up into a down dog, and then back down. Pushing the ground with our palms when we come up into that down dog. Last one on this. Good. All right. So now that we're warmed up, we're ready to get started with our workout. So we're going to start with a circuit. It's going to be a 30-second work to a 20-second rest time for 4 exercises. And every round is going to have a 45-second rest. So I'll walk you through and I'll be calling out those exercises. I'll show you an example of what we're doing. So the first exercise in this circuit, we're going to be doing an alternating split squat jump. So you're going to get into a split position or a split stance position or a split squat. You're just going to come down and explode up. Switch your legs and then come down and up. So you're just going to go back and forth. Split squat jumping. That's the first exercise. The next exercise, we're going to get onto our backs. And we're going to do walking hip bridges. So we're going to come up into a hip bridge. And once the timer starts, we're going to slowly walk our feet out. Our butts are still not touching the ground, and we're going to walk them back up, like so. And we'll do that for 30 seconds. Next, we'll be doing push-ups with shoulder taps. So the third exercise, push-up with shoulder tap into a push-up position. Come down to a push-up, tap one shoulder, tap the other, back down, like so. And the last one we're gonna do, last exercise in this circuit are just basic mountain climbers. So you're here, alternating those legs back and forth, just like that. All right, so that's our first circuit. We'll do 3 rounds of those, 30 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 45 seconds rest around. Just grab a little bit of water, and we'll get started in just a few seconds. We'll start with a 10-second countdown. I'll be calling them out. I'll call the exercises out. I'll call the timeout. We got 3 seconds, starting with those alternating split squats, and let's go. So alternating, exploding up, getting that knee close to the ground, or a very light tap. Good. Using those arms to pump you on. Good, and rest. We got 20 seconds. We're gonna get down onto the floor, get into our position. Next are those walking hip bridges. So make sure you have some space. It should be in position by now. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hips are up, and you're walking your feet out, nice and slow, and then back up. Keeping your hips up. We're just walking them back and forth. I'm sorry, out and back. Good job. These ones are tough. Bring that hip up. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next are those push-ups with shoulder taps. So we'll be in our push-up position in a few seconds. We got 5. Start getting into position. 2, 1, and up. Push up, tap, and tap. Good, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we're still on the floor. We got mountain climbers next. Think about the motion you're gonna be doing next. In 3, 2, 1, and get started. So you've got quick knees, quick feet. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Go ahead, grab some water, grab your towel. Good first set. We've got 2 more of those. So we got 2 more sets. We got 45 seconds rest total, so we've got about 10 seconds left. Start thinking about that next set. Starting off with those split squat jumps. Get into position, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Focus on that landing. Focus on exploding up. And go ahead and rest. Good. Got those hip rockers next. I'm sorry, walking hip bridges. So we're on the floor, on our backs. Knees are pointed toward the ceiling, heels are on the ground. 5 seconds, should be in position. 3, 2, and go. Hips up. Slowly inch them out. And back. Good. Almost there. And go ahead and relax. Next, we got those push-ups with shoulder taps. So we're staying on the floor, just flipping over. Should get into position. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead, start. Up, tap, tap. Good. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, rest. Get a quick rest in. We got mountain climbers next. And start getting into position. We got 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and start. Grabbing those knees, quick feet. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. We got our 45 seconds. Grab a little bit of water. Grab a towel. We got one more after this. Or sorry, this is our last one. Good. How are we feeling so far? Should be feeling good. Should be feeling it. Just like I'm feeling. All right, we got 10 seconds left. Start thinking about this last set. Starting off with those split squats, 5 seconds. Get in position. 2, 1, and go. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Coming down into those hip bridges. Walking hip bridges. So should be in position. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, up, and walk. Good. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, back at those push-ups with shoulder tap. 10 seconds. 5, should be in position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 3. One more. 2, 1. Good. And rest. So we're still on the floor. We got our mountain climbers next. Last round. Last exercise in this circuit. Almost there. We got 5 seconds. 3. In position 2, 1, and go. Quick feet, drive those knees. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Should be feeling good. So, that was that last exercise of that circuit. So we'll get about a 2-minute rest. Go ahead, grab a little bit of water. Towel, you need it. All right, so once you've gotten a little bit of your towel, a little bit of water, we're gonna start with that next set. So it's the same style, 30 seconds of work to 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna go 3 rounds. It has 4 exercises. We'll get a 45-second rest afterwards, just like last time. So this first exercise we're gonna do is just a tempo squat. So you're gonna get into a nice squat position, or a squat stance. Feet are about hip width to shoulder width apart, or whatever's comfortable for you. And you come down 3, 2, 1, pause at the bottom, explode up. 3, 2, 1, pause at the bottom, explode up. So we're working on that eccentric, that downward phase. That's the first exercise. The next 2 exercises are the same thing, or same exercise, but we're just doing left and right sides. So we're gonna do a side plank on one side, come up into that side plank, reach that arm up, reach underneath your body like you're grabbing something, and then reach back up. And just rotate under, back up. So that's the second exercise. The third exercise is the same thing. Up into a plank, you can stagger your stance, your feet a little bit, so you're a little bit more stable. Reaching up, reach under, reach back up. So that's the third one. Fourth one, we're coming back onto our feet for a little bit of burpees. So burpees without a push-up. So we're from standing, coming down, kick our feet out, feet back up, explode up, jump, and back down. So like so, out, up, out, up, just like that. All right, so now that we've got the exercises in, let's get started. So we've got a 10-second countdown. Good, so we're in our squat stance. Remember, tempo squats to start. 3, 2, 1. Come down, 3, 2, 1. Hold, explode. So we're not gonna get very many since we're doing these slow. Just focus on that downward phase and that explosion up. You can keep your arms wherever is most comfortable. Good. Control that descent. Should get one more in. Pause, explode, and switch, or rest. And we're going to our side plank, so we're gonna get on the floor. Start getting into that side plank position. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and up, reach underneath, and back up. Good. Let's get a good rotation under and open up at the top. Good, and rest. We're gonna switch sides. Luckily, we're already on the ground for this. So we've got 6 seconds, so you should start getting into position in 3, 2, 1. Coming up, reach up, reach underneath, and then back up. Reach underneath and back up. Good, and rest. We're gonna stand back up, get our bearings. We're gonna get into those burpees. Remember, burpees without a push-up. So we've got 5 seconds. Start thinking about those burpees in 3, 2, 1, and down, out, up. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. So we got our 45 seconds. Get a towel. Get some water. We got 2 more rounds. Good. Should be feeling good. Heart should be pumping. Should be beating. Should be warm. Should be feeling good. Good, so we got about 15 seconds. Start thinking about that next set. 10 seconds left. Starting with those tempo squats. And we're coming down in 3, 2, 1. So slow downward, float up. Keeping that core, your core and your glutes tight as you come down, breathing. Good. One more in. And explode and rest. Good. Next, we're going into those side planks. Should be in position on the floor. You got 5 seconds. 2, 1, and up. Arms up, reach. Underneath, and back up. 2, 1, rest. Good. Switching over to the other side. So we got 6 seconds. Start getting into position. 3, 2, 1, and up. Reach up, down, reach under, and back up. Watching your hand as much as possible, the moving hand. Good. 5 seconds. And rest. Good. Standing back up for those burpees. Best part. So thinking about these burpees should be already up on your feet. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and start. more in. Good, and rest. Towel and water. Should be feeling good. We got one more set, one more circuit of this. You're all doing great. You're feeling great, looking great. Got about 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Start thinking about this last set. Remember, we're starting with those tempo squats. Last round. And let's get started. Slow squats. Explode up. Thinking about going a little bit slower. So instead of 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds down. Pausing at the bottom. Explode up. Breathing through. Explode. Focusing on that downward phase. That's where all those strength adaptations come from. Good. 3. Last 1, 2, 1. And rest. And we're going down onto our side plank on the floor. Start getting into position. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And up. Reach high. Reach low. Then back up. Watching that hand. Five seconds. Good, and rest. So, we're rotating around, getting into position. It's already on the floor. Not much movement. 10 seconds left. Get a good stable elbow. 3, 2, 1. We're up. Reach high. Reach low. Reach high again. Rotating underneath. Moving that torso. Five seconds left. Let's get at least 1, maybe 2 more. Reach. Good. And rest. We're going to stand back up. Last set of burpees. We're almost there, almost at the end. You're doing great. We got 5 seconds. Thinking about that last set of burpees, only the burpees. Good reps, and let's get started. Quality reps instead of quantity. Focus every movement of the burpee. Make them quality. Good, and rest. Good job. Should be feeling good. We've got one more circuit, only 4 minutes. We'll get a quick 1.5-minute rest. So grab a little bit of water, grab a little bit of your towel if you need it. This last section is just a Tabata finisher. 4 minutes, we're doing 2 exercises, but we're going to go alternating back and forth every time. 20 seconds of work to 10 seconds of rest. We're going to be doing plank jacks and hip bridges. So, plank jack. You're on your hands or you're on your elbows, whatever is most comfortable. Into a plank. And you're just hopping out, feet in, out, in, and just back and forth. So you can do that on your hands or you can do that on your elbows. Like so, 20 seconds. After 20 seconds, we get 10 seconds rest. And we've got hip bridges next. So coming up to a hip bridge, squeezing those cheeks, focusing, tightening the cheeks, tightening the core, hip up, it's controlled up, it's controlled down. And then we're just gonna go back and forth between those two for 4 minutes. One time, we're only doing that one time. Afterwards, we got a nice cool down stretch. We're coming up on our rest time, so grab your towel really quick, grab a bit of water, not too much, but as much as you need. Got the timer ready, and we're gonna start in 10 seconds. All right, so last session, or last circuit, should be on the floor ready in 2, 1, and get started. These plank jacks, so out and in. Hands or elbows, whatever's comfortable. 3, 2, 1, rest. Switch it up, we're flipping over onto our backs. Get into that hip bridge. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Focusing on those hip bridges. Coming up, down, controlled. Just tapping the floor lightly with your bum. Keeping constant tension on those hamstrings and on those glutes. Good, 3, 2, 1, rest. And we're flipping back over for those plank jacks. If you want, you can try these on your hands this time, or on your elbows if you need hands. So ready, and go. Controlling your breath. Out and in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Flipping back over to those hip bridges. We're in position in 3, 2, 1, and up. Focus on quality, not so much quantity with these. Light tap with your bum on the floor. Good. Good, and rest. 10 seconds. Flipping back over for those plank jacks. Halfway through this Tabata circuit. 3, 2, 1, and go. Out and in. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Flipping back over. We're almost there. Hip bridges in 3, 2, 1, and hip bridge. Driving that weight through your heels, squeezing your cheeks, squeezing your core. Light tap with the bum. Good, and rest. Flip over one more time to your plank jacks. Last one for these. In 3, in position 2, 1, and go. Yeah, make these ones good. Last set. Best set. Looking good, we're feeling good. 3, 2, 1, rest. Flip over, back to those hip bridges. Last hip bridge. In 3, 2, 1, and up. Quality reps. Good. Should be feeling good, feeling it now. Nice core finisher. Good, and last one, rest. All right, and that was our HIIT circuit. So let's get a little bit of a cool down. we're gonna stand up. We're getting to that deep squat hold one last time. So hip width apart, hip to shoulder width apart for your feet. Just come down into that deep squat. Find a position that's comfortable for you. You're holding that. Hold that for 30 seconds. Breathing into this stretch. You should be feeling pretty loose, so you should be able to get into a nice squat. Everyone's squat's going to be different. Everyone's deep squat hold is going to be different. Do what's comfortable for you. Do what's pain-free for you. Just relax. Every exhale, allow your body to just stretch a little bit further. Good. A few more seconds. Good. And we're going to stand up. Catch your breath really quick. Open up your chest. Reach up high to the sky. Open up that chest. Take 3 deep breaths. Breath into your chest, into your rib cage. Exhale, drop those shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, good. Here, slight bend to one side. Feel that stretch all through here. Take 2 deep breaths. Feel it in that lat. Exhale, stretch a little more. One more in. Exhale, back to center. Go to the other side. Inhale, feeling that other lat. Exhale, stretch a little further. One more in. Exhale, stretch, good. And from here, just allow your arms to hang down, bend down into the hip, and just reach for the floor. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to touch your toes. You don't have to touch the floor. Just hang. Allow those arms to hang. Allow that low back and those erectors in your back. So the muscles along your spine, allow them to just rest and relax those shoulders to fall. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to come up nice and slow. Slow, control each movement until we're standing up nice and straight, and we're done. All right, so I really hope you enjoyed that workout. It was a nice body weight, high intensity interval training session. Hopefully you like this. If you like it, let us know. Make sure you visit us at homebase.org/Operation Health at Home. Check out the rest of our content. It's all awesome stuff by some awesome folks here at Home Base. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time, Home Base Nation.